All right, everybody, what's the status? What's going on, man? We're back here for another episode. Shawn Michael, I got my special guest stars, my nephew, Vaughn.
And Brent, as always, behind the camera.
Yeah, so we're just sitting here talking about some stuff, man. I saw some stuff about 2 weeks ago here on Sunday.
February 15th.
Yeah, it was a dog. It was a dog. It was a pit bull. They tied him to a pole on Clay Street, and they poured accelerant on him. And they lit him on fire, and like I was thinking, I was like, man, don't you have a bull mastiff? It's a big dog, and that's a horrible thing to do. They burned over 40% of his body.
Surprisingly, he didn't die from that immediately. He died a couple days later after being in the.
He passed away on the following Thursday. I went down there and I saw it and whatever. If there was anything I could do, it touched me because I myself have a dog, and people say they don't view animals as equal or whatever. They just view them as animals and they're nothing else. But I don't know. I look at my dog and certain things that it does. It's like there's an emotional connection that goes deeper than you can even achieve with some people, and it's like to do that to another living creature.
Right.
That's messed up. You got to be sick in the head. Like you wanted,
especially to burn.
Yeah, but he tied him up to the pole so he couldn't run.
So that's crazy.
Yeah, he couldn't do nothing.
I don't know.
You see what
would possess?
You see, look at him, and then could you tell me? Could you burn him?
No, I can't do that to nobody.
Yeah, and then you stop and think about it. That's not too far away. He's not too far away. He's not too far away from doing that to people.
Yeah.
I don't know what would possess anybody to do such an evil thing like that.
He knows we're talking. He knows we're talking about him.
Talking about the dog, his mix over there.
I'm telling you, they're smart. But yeah, but you I know you have a bull mastiff, and that's like a 160-pound dog.
Yeah. And when he jumps, because I'm 6'2".
That's crazy.
So like when he jumps, he's like my height. So it's definitely.
They were bred. I know. I was reading that they were bred. They were bred to fight lions, weren't they? Like in Roman times, stuff like that. They're so big. Like once you look. Do we have any?
I'm pulling up a picture of it right now.
Yeah, they got. There was lions. They were fighting Roman in the gladiator days. They would go out there and they fight with them. They're big dogs.
He's definitely trying to get.
Yeah, he's trying to. He's the first time he's interacted with you on a. You're in his space type area, so he's like, "Who are you? What are you about?" Yeah, we just spur of the moment thing. He said he wanted to do a show. He said he wanted when he found out that I was doing it. He was like, "I wanted to do it." And what'd you say? He's like, "I'll be on one." And I said, "You know what? It's always good because I know in the comments y'all were saying about the people who were talking to you can't see him and stuff. I'm still working on trying to get another camera to have it set up on there so you can see what's going on behind the scenes, but it might take a little bit. Who knows? This right here is a work.
We got to have someone behind the camera to operate everything.
Yeah, so you do.
It's just convenient for me to be back here because I can do things, without distracting any of the viewers.
Exactly.
Like
otherwise, it's just me sitting here and I'll be like this.
Yeah.
Well, today we're going to talk about, and then I'm just pointing and clicking. I do need I'd like to have the other person because it's a live show. We're doing this live. This is no...
We're doing it live.
Yeah, we're doing it live. Yeah, like how Bill O'Reilly said. There's no cuts. No breaks.
Pretty straightforward editing here.
There's no editing. The only thing I put in here is the intro, the outro, and the title. That's all. That's what I like about doing this. I did the grilling episodes too. I got some more of those coming for you guys too. I also bought an air fryer, and we'll see. Test some stuff out in that. We'll see how it works. But yeah, man. So that dog. How long have you had that dog?
I would probably say at least 10.
10 years.
At least 10 years.
Those bull mastiffs. They probably live past like 7, 8. It's
8.
like the Great Danes, like Scooby Doo. They live about 8 years.
Yeah, tell them how much food he eats a week.
Yeah. How much food does he eat?
So we usually give him 3 scoops a day. So
when you say a scoop,
I mean big scoop.
Yeah.
Big scoops.
Big scoop.
So, man, how many scoops would that
probably goes through like the biggest bag you can buy.
The bag that we buy
is like a 50-pound bag or so.
It's like almost more than that probably. Like the bag will most likely cover from here to here.
Oh shit!
It's a big bag. It'll last us a good month and a half.
So it's 3 scoops.
What's like $100 for the bag? Isn't it $120? Because I've seen you guys put one of those big barrels, like you would put oils, like
a Walter White barrel.
Yeah, obviously it's empty, but it's never been used for oil. But like a big oil barrel is what they put the food in, isn't it?
Yeah, like the Walter White barrel.
Walter White, dissolving some people and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bag.
Nah, not dissolving people, but yeah.
Hydroborg,
yeah. Not dissolving people. That's crazy.
The bag, I think we usually pay like a good 60, 70.
That's not bad. But it's just a science diet food. It's a big dog.
You gotta eat it when your dog gets that old and they're that big. They need good food to keep their body good.
You must always take care of the animals.
They're not going to survive long.
Must always take care of the animal. I don't understand. Like they were talking about that shit. It hurts you somewhere special when you see something like that. And like someone could do like, what if someone had did that to your dog though?
I mean, the dog is like a family member, you know.
Yeah,
they have feelings. They're their own person.
Bond with it. So
yeah,
it's just like
how could you kill your own mom or dad? Could you kill your own brothers? I mean, I know people do it.
I would feel like that's on a different realm altogether. We're talking about most people. See, I've seen some things.
If you're gonna kill something, why wouldn't you just old yeller it?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you were gonna kill him, like, why take him to a public place? Douse him in accelerant, like
fuel,
it could have been fuel, gas, turpentine, whatever that will catch fire, and then and just see what happens. That's fucked up.
It's wrong.
Like, you don't do that. I'm sorry. Like,
that's deplorable. It's good to see that they've passed Tommy's law.
Yeah, that's what they signed. There were signing petitions and stuff, and I went through, and they passed it. It was for animal abuse. In Virginia, it was like it's now a felony. It doesn't have to be if the animal dies either. It could be direct, like neglect, like if you don't feed them.
So you could actually serve time for that.
Yeah.
Years in prison.
Yeah. That's wild. Like,
but it's a good thing that they're doing it now, and like getting it.
I'm honestly surprised that it took until 2019
to realize this is not right. You know.
Yeah,
so it's good that they're doing it.
Because if you're not that far, the only reason I stress on that too is that if you're doing this to animals, how far off are you from doing it on people?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I said something psychologically had to be wrong, because to watch that happen is something special. Like, you have to be really, really status, really messed up. Because that's not just, like you said, old yeller. It's not just putting the dog down or driving them 100 miles this way and just dropping them off, or taking them to the kennel, or like, where they kill the kill kennels and stuff like that, the kill shelters and stuff. Like, but you took him, tied him up to where he couldn't get away. That's wild.
Yeah. And
they say pit bulls, this and that. They don't like pit bulls. Pit bulls are bad breeds or whatever. But I was like, dude, BJ, that's a big dog.
Yeah,
BJ's a big dog, and
big.
I can go in the cage with him. And when he said, he's 6'2", dog jumps up a lot taller than me, a lot bigger. He's 160, 165 pounds, give or take. So if he jumps on you just right, you're falling back. You're going down, like Mike Tyson type status. Yeah.
Hangover, Mike Tyson.
No, Mike Tyson had one of the hardest hits, but like he gets on, you drop down. If he's not being playful with you and stuff, I don't know. But at first, that dog, he's a protective dog. Yeah. You got to gain a relationship with him, and then he understands. He can make a distinction between it.
Yep.
So that's what made me think. It's like they're not violent. They're not. I don't know.
It's really just how you treat them.
How you treat them. It's just like people. Like if you treat a kid bad, when they grow up,
they could be bad.
Yeah, you know,
beat them.
Yeah. Sometimes I remember when you get beat. That's what it used to be. Now it's the timeouts, or you lose your phone, your iPad, or something like that. Mm-hmm. Man, I remember he used to take away our toys and stuff. Yeah, I remember losing Army Men and stuff. I couldn't play with the Army Men or
now it's the phones and iPad and
it's a
different
different
PlayStations.
No more getting
gaming systems.
No more getting beat. That's considered capital punishment now.
Yeah, they get mad at people now that do that. I don't know, but see, there's a difference.
If you wanted some what's the status updates on some humor, this new girl in Congress says it's legitimate for people to not want to have children because of climate change. So.
From a climate change?
It's anything they could do. It don't make any sense to me. Because of climate change, you shouldn't have kids. It don't make any sense whatsoever.
Fucking speaking of climate change, so back here, I think one day I was
15
working.
degrees, next day 16?
Yeah. I was outside. I woke up, man, it was windy, freezing wind. I go into work, and I go out on break. It's raining. It was snowing. I went on break, and it's snowing. Then I go back and go on last break, or my lunch, and then it's raining now. And then I go out for going home. It's fucking sunny. All the rain, all the snow is melted. It's hot, and I was like, "What in the world?" All in one day.
Bipolar weather.
All in one day. It was the seasons changed. It was like change places. Like the Mad Hatter and stuff was like winter, summer, spring.
Something else in the news right now is that dude from Empire, that black dude who said
you know what? I've been trying to figure out what happened with that. So
he staged a hate crime because he was mad that he wasn't getting paid enough on Empire. So, like, he was able to knock out 2 birds with one stone. This is an official statement from him.
Pull it up so they can see. Let's not just say, because I want to make sure, I don't want to be talking no shit. If we don't, because that's wild. I've seen something like that, but I didn't pay it no mind.
I've been seeing, like, memes on Instagram and Snapchat and all that, but, like, I never took the time to actually look it up to see what really happened.
So, what was the guy from Empire? I don't watch that show. I'm not familiar.
I stopped watching it because it got to the point to where it was, like, each episode in each season was just the same thing, and I just got tired of it, so I stopped watching it.
That's the dude right there.
What did he do?
So a story says that he staged this attack because he is a gay black man on TV.
Pull it up. I want to read what you're reading off of.
Yeah, he
so I can see it, and they can see it too.
Yeah, he was upset. So the first thing he did actually was he sent himself one of those letters that looked like it had ricin in it.
Like anthrax?
Yeah, he crushed up Tylenol and put it in there and cut out magazines.
Fucking idiot.
So the funny thing about that is too, they actually, I didn't know this. The USPS.
It's not up. I don't see it. Yeah. I'm trying to read this article that you're talking about.
This is about him being able to meet with his lawyers. I'm pulling up the official story, but the USPS actually has agents, like FBI agents, that investigate letters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They literally.
Yeah. So you're an idiot. You don't write your. Oh no! How did he do it? Did he send it from his own?
He dropped it off at one of those blue boxes.
Yeah, but you have to.
Well, because like I was getting because when I was on Instagram and everything, I was getting memes. And they were like comparing him and R. Kelly. So I was
what?
Yes.
R. Kelly?
Yeah, that's another thing I read. The R. Kelly thing, to survive in R. Kelly.
So like that's why I was like, wait, did he do some R. Kelly stuff or like what happened?
R. Kelly got arrested for having sex with a 12-year-old this week.
Yeah,
or 14-year-old.
Dude, yeah, because there's 14 charges he got charged with. The man, I watched it, and the man's a sick man, dude. He was going up to schools. And he was hanging out by the schools, and the principal and stuff. He coming out there and say, "Hey, man, you can't be out here. Man. What the hell are you doing?" And he's trying to pick up girls from the school, and I'm like, "That's wild. That's super wild."
I got a picture. Here's his mugshot right here.
Yeah, they had that same one, and they were comparing them both.
Yeah, so R. Kelly. This time it was with he had sexual misconduct with a 14-year-old girl. I mean, my whole thing is, and I saw this on the news. I mean, who was surprised R. Kelly was going to jail?
Yeah, it's not. It's just
who
funny.
Who hasn't listened to his songs? I mean,
it's just crazy. It's just crazy. It took this long before anything, because people were saying it. Everybody knew. I mean, the way they made it sound like everybody was in on it. He was just paying people up.
It's definitely wrong what he was doing, but I wasn't surprised.
Yeah. But see, these people's parents, they were taking their girls, they were taking their kids there, and they were receiving money from him, and he was just doing whatever. Now that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's messed up.
That's the same type of people that set dogs on fire and shit. I put them in the same class. Put you in the same class
because then it's like messing with your child.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter who it is. Why are you gonna drop off a 14-year-old
at a grown man Bucket's house, like grown ass man? But then again, it begs the issue with Michael Jackson, and he used to have the Neverland Ranch.
Fucking Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything. I love Michael Jackson. His music was awesome, everything about it. But that's suspect.
Yeah,
it's suspect. I'm sorry. I know Macaulay Culkin is his daughter's godfather.
For real?
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's weird. We're talking about we're talking about Home Alone. Like, man, so
there's a lot of crazy things.
No, but what was the whole thing though? Like, so with
Jussie Smollett?
Yeah, what was the guy's name?
Jussie Smollett is his name.
And what did he do? So he played a gay guy.
He hired two Nigerian guys.
They're
Nigerian to do a hate crime against him in front of a camera that was facing the wrong way.
Why would
what happened was he hired these two Nigerians. They pretended to beat him up in front of a camera, which turns out was facing the wrong direction. Dude, and then he said in his police report, his thing said that they were wearing MAGA and Make America Great Again hats, and they were screaming, "This is MAGA country" and stuff like that. And then he went on an interview and was saying some status like, "Oh yeah, I got a problem with 45," talking about Trump. And I said, that's cool. You can have your political opinions and everything, but you hired Nigerian people to beat you up as a hate crime. They're black. Why? How can you hire someone to do a racial hate crime against you if they're the same race as you? And they're fucking Nigerian.
Yeah, but I've seen some of them true Africans, like people from Africa. They don't like African Americans here.
The dude,
they really don't. Like, I've talked to one of you, Jew motherfucker, and they do not like. They do not like anybody.
These are the two people that he hired to be.
What the world? What the hell is that?
My point exactly. Do those dudes?
So
guys look like they hate black people?
Is he just playing a gay person on TV, or that's a strange group of men to pick to come beat you down?
One of them was his personal
to put hands on you. Like, them dudes were swole. Like, them dudes were jacked. Like.
My point exactly is now you take away people from who actually have had hate crimes. Right. So you can look at the dude. This is a picture of him crying on TV saying these two black dudes told him to beat him up.
They look like the dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's
They look like those guys who fucking choke out some lions and shit.
I originally felt bad for him. I was like, damn, it must suck to walk outside, and then get attacked. But dude, if you're just staging stuff, one that takes away faith from people in you. He ruined his career, and now you have people who actually went under hate crimes. Now they don't believe him as much. Kind of like when people cry wolf with rape and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's wrong.
Definitely.
Yeah,
and he got charged with the felony. They didn't take it lightly. So he's going before a grand jury for this. So,
so he wanted that so he can get more money.
Well, they said that he wanted more money and he wanted to make President Trump look bad as making the attackers look like they hate gay black people.
So
it's all politically motivated. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody paid him off to do it.
That's what it sounds. That's what it sounds
very
like.
Possible.
He just got status.
Put in perspective. He was making $60,000 per episode of Empire.
Yeah, be happy. I do that in 2 years. What are you talking about? Yo, be happy.
He's money hungry.
$60,000 an episode. How many episodes in a season?
12 to 15.
Yeah.
Dude, what's the math on that? That's insanity. 16.5. That's 30. That's 300,000.
300,000,
give or take. 3 million
every 6 episodes.
But then you gotta take taxes and all that bull crap out.
So that's $600K.
Probably not really
$600K every 10 episodes, and that doesn't include
every 10 episodes.
He gets bonuses and stuff like that too. So
yeah.
It ranges. It could be $60K one episode to $75 another. It all depends on
No, I think they get paid one flat status. Because on The Walking Dead, the reason why Maggie or Lauren Cohan is not on there, it's because she was fighting over because Andrew Lincoln was getting $700,000 an episode. So is the guy who plays Daryl, Norman Reedus. Yeah, he gets paid $700,000 too. She was only getting paid $350 per episode, and now Andrew Lincoln's gone, so they're free up almost $1 million fucking dollars.
Right,
and so she's like, "Come on now, like you know, give me some of that status."
So what happens if you don't be on the episode? But
you don't get paid for it.
You don't get paid. You only get paid for episodes that you're credited in.
Okay.
But see, like the main characters though, the ones that are listed in the titles, they get a base pay too.
Like Cookie and Lion. Well,
I don't know. I don't watch the show. So,
know.
like, what's his name? The guy who played in the first Iron Man, who was Rhodey.
Yeah,
I know he's in that show, and he, if he was, he probably gets paid regardless, even if he doesn't appear in an episode, because the reason they didn't pick him for the second Iron Man movie is because he wanted too much money. And so they said Don Cheadle is a bigger name than you, and he'll do it for the same amount. And now he's who is he? John Cheadle plays War Machine now.
Yeah, I mean, technically the same character.
Yeah, they're still the same character, but still, like Rhodey, he turned down a stupid offer because you wanted to be greedy. Like, he could have been in the Avengers.
You
would have been in the Avengers. Avengers comes out what, next month? 2 months from now?
Endgame in April 27th.
Yeah, 2 months from now. So, dude, that's gonna be swole. I'm gonna do a
Captain Marvel next week too. We might go do a video review of that. We're gonna go watch it.
You want to do a video review?
Yeah, we'll go watch it, and then after the movie, we'll just talk. March 8th when it comes out. After the movie, we'll talk about it.
What do y'all think? Y'all want to see some video reviews? You think we're reviewers?
Yeah, next Friday we'll do it the night it comes out. We're not gonna give you spoilers. We're just gonna talk about the movie overall.
Just talk about what we saw. Yeah,
How
I'd be down for that.
Avengers.
Knock out a movie, maybe eat something.
Yeah, give you some status.
Throw some stuff in the air fryer. That'd be cool. What you think? You want to go see the Avengers?
I'm down.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Well,
We'll do a little review on it. But hey, I heard you was saying something too about how you was going in May. Where are you going?
Oh yeah. So in May, I'm taking a cruise to the Caribbean. It'll be my first time ever going on a cruise. I've been out of the country before. We did our Trinidad trip, but we're going to the Cayman Islands. We're going to Mexico, Honduras. It's going to be a nice little trip. Paid like $500 round trip for everything.
Okay.
So like it's a good trip. So I'm going to definitely have some footage of that, some pictures. I'm going to make sure I bring that back and show everybody that trip down there. I'd recommend taking a vacation. You know, there's a lot of money things you can spend on material items, but you can never get memories back. You know, actually, I spent $500 on it. But that's an experience I have. It's with my friends too, so it's not like my family or anything.
Yeah, I was trying to get me to go, and I was like, I got work.
Man, see,
I can't do
BNS.
Hey, that's what happens when you got a job. That's why I work
full time.
Yeah,
got that PTO though.
Yeah, but see, I can't. We work in a place where you got it was based off seniorities, things like that. So
yeah,
you have to put in a request. The request has to get funneled, and then say say if you've been there 10 years before, longer than me. If you put a request in for that same day or that same week, right. I get Das Boot.
I requested off January. The trip's not until May, so I gave him 5 months.
Yeah, and summertime is hard. That's like last year when we went to Trinidad. It was like hard for me to get that.
You had to push.
I had to push hard, dude. I had to push hard.
Pull some teeth. Like, But yeah, I definitely recommend taking a trip. I mean, as it gets closer.
What did they have pictures of where you're going?
Yeah, I got some pictures.
Show me. I want to see like a map area of the area of the cruise. I was watching this this documentary on the Cosa something. I can't remember the name of the ship, but it was a cruise liner that hit a rock.
This is the boat.
It hit the islands.
In Italy, yeah.
And the dude,
I watched the video on it too.
The ship started sinking, and he crashed again on the side of the rocks. So the whole bottom compartments flooded, and the ship turned on its side.
30 people died.
Yeah, they were missing.
They found their bodies after.
Oh, they found them.
Yeah, the bodies were in the.
Because there were still some that were
like 5
missing
people
on the
stuck in the elevator. So they found 5 bodies sitting in an elevator.
Okay, because I watched the thing.
People on the lower floors got stuck in their rooms and drowned.
And where the fuck the captain? You know what the fuck captain was doing?
Captain was first person to leave.
Captain was one of the first people to leave. This motherfucker was in a hotel.
He got his piece. He was having an affair with some woman and rolled out.
Yeah, he was in
the Coast Guard
a hotel. He was in a hotel giving an interview. Giving an interview, the man is in the hotel saying, "Yeah, almost everybody got off the ship. It's something that it just awakens in you in a fight or flight moment. You know, you got to do the right thing and do this." This man was playing like he was a fucking hero. The man left the people and left. I heard the thing with the Coast Guard saying,
Ronnie Taylor,
yeah,
the hero.
he said, "I am the captain." He said, "Look, I take control of the ship now. You didn't do nothing. Go back on the ship.
Get your people out.
Yeah, get your people out. Tell me who's injured. If there's women, there's children, or any other persons that need help." He was getting mad with them.
He went to prison for it.
Yeah.
Had he stayed on the ship and helped everybody and called as soon as damage was reported, nothing would have happened to him.
So what was the real...
The issue was he waited too long to tell the Coast Guard.
Yeah, but what was the real why? Why? They said he was one of the youngest captains but
he's one of the best captains, too. He was a good captain. They don't really know why, but I think him and 8 of his crew members went to jail for it. The people on the bridge. They went to prison for this. So
was he drinking?
He was drinking, but they couldn't run a toxicology report on him until hours later after everything.
The islands when I seen it. So it was. They went across this side, and this side. So as they're leaving port, they crash. He rubs the damn island, and he's going. I think it's Cicero or something. I can't remember. And he was going, and then they realized that the shit was too bad, so he turned around, came back, crashed in the fucking thing again.
The Costa Concordia. Here's a picture of the boat.
Yeah, look at that shit.
Damn.
Imagine being on that. So you want to go on a cruise ship? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, man,
I would never go on a cruise ship.
Some I can't. Very unlikely.
It's super unlikely, but this shit happened.
All right, so
that's super sketch, but I'm saying I don't know, that's wild. We'll figure it out, dude. But
we'll come back at you next week with the next.
We'll do another. Yeah, we'll pop out some more now that he's got a set schedule. Well, not set schedule, but at least something where we know we can both work it out. With. And then I got some more people coming, their schedules, and just being able to have the interview is what I really wanted to go for, and it just makes it more entertaining. It makes it more natural. Yeah. Instead of me just sitting there, like I said, I know I said it again, I said it before, I've said it a million times, but it's just so you can understand. It makes it better. It just feels better. So, but that's the thing where next week we got another episode coming. We'll probably when the Avengers comes out. He said we're doing that too. I also got this thing, maybe I'll save that for future, but I got a few giveaway things that I wanted to introduce into the line to help give back to the people that are, doing
supporting
stuff.
Us and
constant support even after our long hiatus. If people
we're coming
are back
on
it,
we're gonna get some more videos. Try to do at least once every 2 weeks.
Once every 2 weeks seems like a good thing.
Maybe once a week if we can make it happen. So.
Short videos in combination with like our actual video. So I have something called rapid fire. You just put it out like what we did last week, last episode, and then we'll do something else like this where we actually sit down and we talk and we go through the motions, do stuff. But yeah, this has been What's the Status? This is Shawn Michael, special guest star Javon, and then we got Brent. Usual status. Thank you guys. You guys take it easy. We'll see you on the next episode.